Welcome to day 7 of Deployed to Purpose. Today is all about anchoring into the code you live by, not just what you believe when life feels good, but what you stand on when things fall apart. Because if you don't know your core values, you'll negotiate your standards. And when you keep negotiating your standards, you start losing yourself. Let's change that today. Today's objective is this: identify and define your personal core values so your behavior, your decisions, and your relationships align with who you're becoming. When values are unclear, identity feels unstable, and you don't rise under pressure, you default to your system. So, we're going to build your system of values, something you can stand on when nothing else feels steady. Something you can stand on when nothing else feels steady. Core values are the invisible code you live by. They determine how you lead, how you speak, who you trust, what you pursue, what you no longer tolerate. If you don't define them, life will define them for you. You'll drift, you'll compromise, you'll react based on emotion instead of principle. But once your values are clear, you move with clarity. You don't chase approval, you live with alignment. Let's talk about your mind. Your brain craves consistency. When you live by shifting emotions, your brain gets confused. But when you operate with fixed principles, your decisions become automatic. That's why high performers always have a code. They don't ask, should I do this? They ask, does this align with who I'm becoming? Your values become your built-in decision filter. Let me show you what this looks like in real life. Inky Johnson was one game away from the NFL. Scouts were watching. His dream was literally 48 minutes from being fulfilled. Then a freak injury left his right arm permanently paralyzed. Dream over, future gone. But Inky didn't fold. Why? Because his dream wasn't built on hype. It was built on core values: faith, character, discipline. He said, if I had to choose between the injury and who I became because of it, I'd take the injury. Today, he's one of the most respected speakers in the country, not because of what he achieved, but because of what he stood for. That's the power of unshakable values. When your circumstances change, your character doesn't. Let's build your code now. Step 1, start with what you don't tolerate. What crossed your line before? What hurt you deeply? That pain reveals what you value. Step 2, reflect on questions like, what traits do I admire? What priorities must be protected? What values would my future self embody? Step 3, choose 5 to 10 core values and define them. Examples: discipline. I do what's required, not what I feel. Respect. I protect my peace and treat others with honor. Excellence. I never cut corners with my calling. Service. I give more than I take always. Your values should feel like home. Here's your challenge. Choose your top 5 to 10 core values. Define each one in your own words. Write 1 to 2 non negotiables to protect them. And bonus, add them to your vision board, your journal, or your lock screen. And reflect. Where have I let my values slide? How would my life changed? How would my life change if I honored my values daily? What's one value I need to strengthen this week? And close with this. And always remember this: a double minded man is unstable in all his ways. No more instability, no more identity confusion. This is the day you stop living by moods and start living by mission. Let's go. I'll see you on day 8. Let's go. I'll see you on day 8.